Dundee have been relegated with a game still remaining, and this seems like poetic justice, seeing as this was the team that 2 years ago had the deciding vote to relegate Hearts, who still had games remaining, who still had time to avoid themselves from getting relegated. Well, Dundee's time is up. They are down because they did their football on the pitch. Hearts were denied an opportunity of doing that. Dundee were given the opportunity and they failed. They suck. They're down in the Championship now, and it is official that karma is a bitch. And since they're doing it the Championship, maybe, I know they're going to make a few changes. Why don't they change their name? How about a name more fitting? Rather than Dundee, what about Scumbag United? Because a team that has to sign the likes of Lee Griffiths, Charlie Adams and Michael Gardyne are nothing more than scumbags. Or what about, I don't know, Prison FC Dundee? That sounds like a better name for them. But yeah, they are going down to the Championship. They are going to be making changes. Mark Mcghee is set to be axed anytime soon, anytime now, within the next couple of days, within the next couple of hours. I mean, it could happen in the next couple of seconds regardless, so he isn't going to be starting the season next year as Dundee manager. And my question is, why the fuck was he ever employed in the first place? This is a guy that has failed for over the last 15 years of his career. I mean, he started off okay. I'm not going to say he's been a shite manager his entire life, because he hasn't. But if you look at him, since that Aberdeen spell when he got sacked from June 2009 to December 2010, he had a 27.4 win percentage record with Aberdeen. And since then, it's just went downhill. He's had spells at Bristol Rovers, Motherwell, Barnet, Eastbourne Borough. He was caretaker manager there and picked up 1 win in 11 games. That sounds pretty shit. Well, with Dundee, he's got 1 win in 13 games. That's even more shit. And I just don't understand. I think Dundee might have had a chance of staying up, but they went and decided to bring in Mark Mcghee, this old dinosaur, and he obviously didn't know how to keep them up. But anyway, let's move on to another person that Dundee have in their ranks. Gordon Strachan, current technical director. He has been promoted now. A promotion from Aberdeen would probably be getting released, because then, I mean, that's an improvement. And if I said Aberdeen there, I'm sorry. Aberdeen, just like Dundee, are shit too. So it's easy to get both of these clubs mixed up. It's easily to get confused when talking about both of these teams. But I meant Dundee, right? And a promotion from Dundee, I think, would be getting kicked out the door, because nobody wants to be associated with this shit club. But for some reason, Gordon Strachan chose to be a technical director, and now he has been moved up the ladder. He is now going to be director of football, and he is the one that gets to choose the incoming manager. He is the one that gets to choose the signings. And what will the signings be? Well, considering what Charlie Adams, like 70 years old, I think it's fair to say they need to get a new captain, maybe a new midfielder in there, maybe get Charlie Adam a new tooth as well, to fix that big massive gap in the fucking middle of his teeth. I don't know. That would be a good potential signing, first of all, for Gordon Strachan. So if Gordon Strachan, wants to start getting pen to paper, then maybe he should start there. I mean, I've got nothing against Gordon Strachan. I kind of like Gordon Strachan. I always enjoyed the spell as Scotland manager. I thought he was unfairly sacked as Scotland manager. He didn't get us to a major tournament, but let's be real, until the god Stevie Clark took over, who did get Scotland to a major tournament? I tell you what, Alex McLeish was getting us nowhere near a major tournament. He was getting us nearer San Marino in the rankings. That's where Alex McLeish was getting us. But here, I'm not here to rant about Scotland. I'm here to talk about Dundee. I don't really like talking about Dundee, but the fact they've been relegated cheers me up a wee bit. So yeah, we'll talk about Dundee for the next 2 minutes. We'll talk about Dundee. And Dundee's rivals, Dundee United, also qualifying for Europe as well. So, I mean, it's just, it just gets it right up them, doesn't it? Get it right up you, man. You know what I mean? Double whammy, as you could say. Dundee going back down and Dundee United are flourishing. Madness, absolute madness. But yeah, Gordon Strachan, I don't get it. Why? First of all, I don't think the guy's got the time. I mean, I can't really imagine he's going to give a shit about Championship level Dundee. I don't think he will, but I mean, Gordon Strachan, would he not rather be the manager? If Gordon Strachan's this great manager, could he not take over Dundee and get them promoted, easy as that? And then, if they're on about, challenging the top 6 or something, if Gordon Strachan's such a great manager, such a great man, such a, huge asset to the club, if he's going to be the guy that, you know, picks the new manager, if he's going to be the guy that picks the signings, if he's going to be the guy that fucking picks the team, picks the formation, picks his fucking nose, if he's going to be the guy that picks people, why doesn't he just pick himself to be the manager and, you know, start picking up wins, pun intended? Why doesn't he do that? I don't know. Can Dundee no afford him? Does Dundee no want him on the books? Would they rather get a guy with a criminal record in his manager to suit the whole scumbag agenda? Who knows, guys? But Dundee are in the Championship, and hopefully they stay there now for a very long time. Dundee in the Championship. Hearts in third place, Hearts with a Scottish Cup final, Hearts going into Europe next season. Dundee might have relegated us 2 years ago, but I mean, where would you rather be now? A lot can happen in 2 years, and in 2 years Hearts have flourished, Hearts have got all the way and cemented themselves as the third best team in Scotland. And what have Dundee done? Absolutely fuck all. Charlie Adam, I mean, yeah, he delivered a great assist to the opposition, St Mirren, like last week, but I mean, that's probably the best thing Dundee's done in the past 2 years. So there you go, Dundee relegated. Unlucky for them, but great for Scottish football. Brilliant. And as for St Johnstone, I mean, yeah, I've got a lot of respect for what Callum Davidson done last season, winning that Scottish Cup at double. I will always say that is one of the greatest achievements I've ever seen in Scottish football. Up there with Steve Clarke, what he done with Kilmarnock, it is up there, and people are going to say, Steve Clarke, didn't they win anything with Kilmarnock? Well, look, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? If you can't grasp the fact that Steve Clarke, over a calendar season with Kilmarnock, outscored a Celtic team that apparently had the great Brendan Rodgers in charge. If you can't comprehend how much of a massive achievement that was, then I don't know what to tell you. You know, it's not all about trophies. When you're managing these little teams, trophies aren't a realistic aspect. You can't judge them on trophies. I mean, Mark Mcghee, it wouldn't be fair to judge. I know he's not going to get his hands on any trophy, right? I mean, he might get his hands on a fucking jail cell, but I mean, let's be real. Mark Mcgee's not getting his hands on any trophy, but it wouldn't be fair to judge him and say, well, look at Mark Mcghee, didn't they win any trophies at Dundee? Fuck me, it's Dundee. They weren't built to win trophies, alright? So let's keep it real here. But I would say, even though Callum Davidson did pull off one of the biggest upsets in Scottish football, Cup double, with a team the size of St Johnstone, as massive as that was, as much respect for him as I have, I would personally like to see Arbroath get promoted. Part-time Arbroath. They had a tremendous run this season. They did get close to win the Championship, and I genuinely do believe if Kilmarnock never brought in Derek McInnes, I think Arbroath would have won the title. But again, Derek McInnes, an actual good manager. That's someone that Dundee should have went for, right? If they were going to get rid of whatever the guy was that was there before, I can't remember his name. But if they were going to get rid of him, they should have been looking to bring in somebody good, like a Derek McInnes. But they brought in a Mark Mcghee. A Mark fucking Mcghee. And look what happens to you. So there you go, guys. That is it. Dundee relegated. Let us know your thoughts down below. Am I being harsh on Dundee? Personally, I don't think I am. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe I am. But I'm enjoying this moment, guys. Dundee doing. And I would love to see Arbroath come up. So hopefully part-time Arbroath can do it. That's going to do it for this video. If you're a Dundee fan and you're going to unsubscribe, then you know what? Probably can't blame you for that after that. But here, that's it. Till next time. I'll catch you later. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.